are you and why are you taking pictures?
What's that?
Who are you and why are you taking pictures?
I can't really get into who I am.
Are you ICE?
Why would you think I'm ICE?
Because you got your face covered.
So,
Why is your face covered? It makes me uncomfortable.
yeah, that's it. Are you here illegally?
No, of course I'm not. But whether I'm here illegal or not doesn't matter. This makes me nervous.
Doesn't matter why we're taking video.
It does to me when you've got your face covered.
I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes you don't get what you want.
Then I guess it's okay if I take your face. Why don't you take your mask down?
No, I don't take time with other adults telling me to take my clothes off. So
yeah, it's just your mask. It's a little weird.
Yeah, we did that for 3 years, right? So was everyone ICE during COVID?
Oh, give me a break.
Bye.
Don't tell me bye. I have as much right to be here.
You're going away. See you later.
Yeah, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Recorded yet? You just walked in front of the camera.
I don't care.
Okay, well then.
Obviously you don't.
Yeah, I just think it's really bizarre and
that's totally fine. I mean, you know.
And I'm guessing you're ICE and
I like your
gotcha.
So
shame. Yeah, my thinking, my son's actions.
All right, you have a better day, okay?
Yeah, I hope you guys have it. If you're ICE,
and there's that.
If you're ICE, shame on you.
Oh no!
And I hope you don't sleep well at night. And if there is a hell, you're going.
Gotcha. Okay. You're being disorderly, ma'am. Just go away. Bye. Have a good day. See you later. Have a good day. Bye. See you later. Hey, how's it going? Okay.
I'd like to know what you guys are doing here.
Just working.
Working for?
Myself.
And did you get authorization to be in this area?
There's no restrictions in this area.
Well, for the safety, I mean, you could view. They said that there's a viewing area that you can be up. They don't want people.
No one
down.
told us that.
In today's documentary, we begin with a scene where a citizen simply standing in public becomes the target of suspicion because he is filming while wearing a face covering. A passerby approaches him aggressively, demanding to know who he is and why he is recording. She insists that his covered face makes her uncomfortable, even going so far as to make accusations about immigration enforcement. Despite her rising hostility, the man stays calm and reminds her that he has the legal right to film in public and does not have to disclose his identity. Her discomfort quickly turns into insults and accusations, showing how easily personal feelings can escalate into confrontations. This opening segment underscores a growing issue across the country. People trying to police feelings rather than the law.
In fact, I've only had 2 conversations, or actually 3. I had one with the guy about some accidents. I'm here working on stories about basically unsafe conditions, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And then
For who?
Okay, so my media company.
What media company is that?
I'd rather not give that at this point.
Why is that?
Someone provided me. You got a business card and you got like a work email address. Happy to email you later. Yep, just working on a story.
Sure. So the concern that they expressed to us is you guys aren't, the people that are in here on foot are usually associated with a vehicle. They get in, they dump their stuff, they move off. They're worried because there's no like designated area for people to safely hang out and do what you guys are doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I see what you're saying. That's why we just kind of, did the common sense approach, kind of stay out here. I certainly don't want to walk out there with the bulldozer and all that kind of front loader and all that.
Right. And that's what they were saying. They were worried about the vehicles possibly hitting you because they just don't see your awareness being what it is in these things.
Usually, I mean, if I were a person as yourself, I'd call ahead and say, hey, we'd like to film this. We're doing a story or whatever. Do you mind if we come down and film? But you guys just walking in, you got masks over your face.
Yeah, it smells really bad in here.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm here. I don't have a mask over my face.
That's a choice. I just don't try to tell other grown adults what clothes to wear and what clothes not to wear, so. Yeah.
After the initial confrontation ends, police arrive at the location and begin questioning the man about why he is there and what he is filming. Instead of enforcing laws, the officers focus on the concerns of workers who feel uneasy, even though no legal restrictions exist in the area. They ask for authorization, implying that the man should not be standing where he is, despite the absence of no trespassing signs or restricted access notices. The man explains that he is working independently on an investigative story and clarifies that 3 previous conversations with workers were peaceful. The officers then shift their reasoning, suggesting that his presence could pose safety concerns. This segment highlights how uncertainty and assumptions often take priority over clear legal boundaries.
There is a.
It's like I said, there's viewing area.
They didn't make you guys aware of like the observation area or anything like that.
What's that?
They didn't make you guys aware of the observation area or anything like that.
No, not at all.
Okay.
First time I've even heard of
Would
it.
you guys be amenable to going up there and filming from there?
I would like to actually get some different vantage viewpoints. What I'm mostly wanting to do, and actually to address your concern, or your point rather, one of the reasons as the kind of journalist I am doing investigative journalism is, and I'm sure you can appreciate what I'm about to say, sometimes when you're given tips and leads that the bad thing is happening somewhere, if you call them in advance, say, hey, I'm coming here to check out if the bad thing's happening or not, I can tell you as an experienced journalist at this point, they tend to clean up the bad stuff so it doesn't happen beforehand. Which is usually like, for example, if the police want to raid a drug house, they don't call ahead and say, hey, Alex, just want to let you know, we think there might be a drug house in your house. We're going to come by in 2 weeks to check it out. I'm pretty sure there won't be any drugs in there when you get there.
Well, is there a crime being committed here?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a police
How many
officer.
safety OSHA violations?
That is
You guys
true.
work for OSHA?
No.
Well, for OSHA safety means that, unaccompanied people, or you're not supposed to be here, you need to be in the viewing area.
Oh, we can be here. Yeah, there's no restriction. Like, for example, a lot of places slap. In fact, actually, if you were to go out, see that building right there, that station? If you go out there, walk down this sidewalk right there, you'll see on their door, it says authorized personnel only. Obviously, they do not want you to go into that. So we have it. And, the other places that they don't want us at are pretty well known because they've got
The officers express that workers are concerned because people on foot usually arrive with vehicles to drop off waste and leave. They claim there is no designated place for pedestrians, though they never point to any official policy or signage. The man responds respectfully and explains that he deliberately stays in safe areas and avoids heavy machinery. When officers suggest calling ahead next time, he explains that investigative journalists often cannot do so, as advance notice allows organizations to temporarily correct unsafe practices. He uses a comparison to police investigations, pointing out that law enforcement would never warn a suspect before arriving to check for wrongdoing. His explanation reveals a deeper issue. Transparency in public operations is only possible when access is not controlled by those who may be avoiding scrutiny.
red flags, badge access only, so you can't even open the door. So, and no one has come up to us and asked us to leave or said it's a no trespassing area or authorized personnel only.
Did the gentleman come up and ask you to leave?
No, not a single person. Got it all
You
recorded.
didn't identify yourself?
Oh yeah,
And
no.
then you asked to see his ID, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't show him yours?
Yeah, no, I'm just a huge proponent of the Fourth Amendment. I mean, I love it like a good scotch at night.
Why did you ask to show his then?
Because I just asked him a question. He doesn't have to. Yeah.
Here is my name,
Okay.
all right?
All right.
All I'm asking is just to be courteous and work with them on it and saying, hey,
Yeah.
we would like to film here.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. Like I said, I was telling Officer Masters there, the reason I don't do it as an investigative journalist is because if you give them forewarning, they may clean up the problem. So it's just,
But yet you won't tell me what, oh, I'll tell you later. You won't tell me what you're investigating?
well, sure. And I mean, look, don't take this the wrong way. I mean, I'm sure you're probably the nicest guy ever, but I've also been burned by different government employees. I'm not saying you guys, but I'm just saying I've actually been nice far in the past in terms of being more open about what I'm working on. And then all of a sudden they shut places down. They say, oh no, we can't have you here. And it's quick. And you're like, I wonder why they did that after I just told Susie or Alex or whatever that I'm working on X. I mean, the fact of the matter is,
The conversation shifts toward the purpose of his investigation. When asked what story he is working on, the man politely declines to reveal details, explaining that government employees have previously shut down areas after learning they were being investigated. This has caused journalists to lose the ability to document issues accurately. He clarifies that he is not accusing anyone present of misconduct, but he has learned through experience to maintain investigative confidentiality. He also points out that if unsafe practices or mismanagement exist, they must be observed naturally rather than staged. The officers continue raising concerns about safety, mentioning OSHA, but cannot identify any specific violations the man is committing. This section illustrates the tension between transparency, public rights, and institutional discomfort.
If they're doing something bad and I need to catch it, it almost looked like something happened over here regarding an accident. Fortunately, it didn't. But I mean, these places have those issues, and people need to know if there's an issue at their train facilities. There may not be any merit to the allegations. It may be a non-issue. So, anyways, but I appreciate your guys' time. I don't want to certainly take any more of your time. I'm sure there's actual crime going on up around Aurora and 100th, I'd guess. It seems to be a little hot up there.
Unfortunately, we don't work that area. We're working this area.
You don't get any of the hot fun up at Aurora and 100th?
Done that.
Man, I can tell you really want to go up there, but fair enough. Masters, it looks like you have been up there a couple times.
Worked the whole precinct. So.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, look, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, unless you just want to hang out with us. You got like maybe a travel chess game. I'm up for a quick game of that.
I don't feel like getting whooped in chess.
Whoa. I could very easily be a rating of 10.
The man further demonstrates that he understands the area well, noting the clear signage that marks restricted spaces, badge access areas, and authorized personnel zones. None of those restrictions apply to where he is standing. He explains that no employee has asked him to leave, and he has recorded the entire interaction. After being asked for identification earlier, the man politely reminds the officer that citizens are not required to present ID without legal cause. The officer then chooses to identify himself, and the tone becomes more relaxed. Their conversation shifts to mutual respect, and the man explains that being overly open in the past caused locations to shut down temporarily, preventing accurate reporting. This portion highlights the importance of knowing one's rights while remaining polite and composed.
You bring up chess as an activity. I have a feeling you know how to play a little bit. I'm very rudimentary in that regard.
Fair enough. Hey, you know what I was taught as a kid? You actually want to play against people that constantly beat you, because you take from them and they gain nothing from you. And eventually, it's just like any other skill. The person who's got better skills actually weakens their position, and the person who has less skills at chess or whatever it is that they're playing ends up becoming pretty dang good later on. And all of a sudden, the Padawan is now the master. Right? All right. Well, look, you guys have a good day, okay?
All right,
take care.
As the interaction concludes, the atmosphere becomes friendly, with light conversation about investigative work, past experiences, and even a brief exchange about playing chess. The man expresses appreciation for the officer's time and acknowledges the challenges of their job. Before leaving, he addresses the core issue. Too many citizens have their rights restricted because officers respond to feelings rather than enforcing the law. He reminds viewers that the best defense against such situations is understanding your rights and recording every interaction with public officials. The documentary closes with a message encouraging viewers to support the channel, share their thoughts, and help spread awareness. Knowledge and documentation remain essential tools for protecting civil liberties.